All right. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Good morning. It is time for morning motivation. It's becoming whole Wednesday. Yes, the first day of Holy Convocation, and we're gonna have an exciting time here this day. Come on in, hit your like, tag, and share button. It is time for morning motivation. I'm your host, Pastor Dante, and we are live here this morning. Come on in, hit your like, tag, and share button. Listen, we're gonna have a great show today. A great show today. Hit your like, hit your tag, hit your share button today. Denise, good morning to you. Good morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. So good to see everybody. Shawnice, good morning. Hopefully you're doing well. Hopefully you guys are doing well today. Listen, it's Wednesday. It's going to be another beautiful day. Yesterday was absolutely fantastic weather-wise. Listen, good morning, Abu. Good morning. Good to see you. Monique, good morning. Good to see you. Please make sure you bring Kevin's dish today. I'm starting early with you. Yep, I'm starting early. Please make sure you bring my guy's dish today, early this morning. Make sure it is cold and ready. Amen. Tara, good morning. Sherry T, good morning. Chanel, good morning. Good to see you. Stephanie, yes, happy Wednesday. It's becoming whole Wednesday. We're going to be in here today at 12, today at 7. So good. We're going to have a great time. Tamika Simmons, good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you coming on this morning. Good to see you. So good to see everybody. George, good morning. Good to see everybody out this morning. So good to see everybody out this morning. So good. Tori Darden, good morning. Annie Brown, good morning. Good to see you. So good to see everybody coming out this morning. All right, y'all. It is time for morning motivation. We're going to have a great show. These last, Tennille, good morning. What God has been revealing in us, it's already prepared. Okay, thank you, Kevin. Appreciate you, man. Couldn't do it without you. Past, I will be bringing my money. Okay, no problem, Miss Robin. Couldn't do it without you, Kev. Couldn't do it without you. Thank you, brother. Lulu, good morning. Kevin always comes through. Thank you, God. Miss Jackie, good morning. Good to see everybody. We're going to have a great show on today. I mean, what God has been doing with us through the book of Joseph, the emotional healing that's happening. Tian, good morning. The directions that he's given us, the relationship that he's sharing with us, the corrections he's given us. That's good, Kev. I like that. I can get more done in my sleep than most people get done all day. That's good. I like this. Terry, good morning. God is revealing some stuff in us. Yesterday's word was delusional. Dana Campbell Lewis, good morning. Yesterday's word was delusional. And how many of us can be honest? Let's be truthfully honest, right honest today, that we have lived a lot of our life in a delusion. We've made decisions, Elder Duncan, good morning. We've made decisions based on a delusion. Donna, good morning. Crystal, good morning. Sharon, good morning. We've made decisions based on something that looked real but was not. Something we made real. I had some delusional seasons. That thing yesterday, Tennille, you mad at somebody based on a delusion. Lord have mercy. You have fractured relationships based on a delusion. Amazing. That right there was amazing yesterday. That really arrested so many of us because decisions that we made that slowed us down. It didn't stop us. It slowed us down. Was made on a delusion. Something that wasn't even there. We made it there. It wasn't even there. Selena, good morning. Patricia, good morning. Miss Barbara, good morning. So good to see everybody. And then at the end of our session yesterday, God told Joseph, get yourself together, relax, get yourself together, then you can come out. So Terry puts up, delusional comes from the Latin word meaning deceiving. Good Lord. Anticipating stuff that never happened. Tennille, good God Almighty. Living in fear of something that never even happened. Good morning, Quanda. Good morning, Melissa. Jesus. Lord have mercy. Crazy. That's the only word you can have for it. Yeah, it's been chapter 42 and 43 has been amazing. So liberating. I mean, so much exposure has happened in these chapters. Then at the end, he just says, relax, go get yourself together. You need your emotional moment, do it in private, then come out, wash your face, get yourself together. Good morning, Ronette. Tevin, good morning. I'm telling y'all that this has been a fantastic chapter. This has been a life-changing chapter. Good morning, Michael. Spoke that to myself this morning after a phone call this morning. Relax. Had a conversation with someone else. Said one yesterday. Had to leave. Do a little bit of crying. Come back in. Get yourself together. Come on, somebody. Hit your like, tag, and share. But listen, you got it. You need that moment. Take that moment. Clean yourself up. Get yourself together. Relax, because God's got it. Amazing. 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 So thank you so much for everybody chiming in. I want to thank you for listening to God as you are hearing revelations from him. Many of you are hearing major revelations from him, and you're just literally just typing it in, putting it in the chat, have the conversation going. Every day we're going deeper and deeper into this conversation, into this into our lives, into what God, into the word, because we are allowing God to reveal to us what needs to be revealed for us in this time. So you're being used as much as I'm being used. So thank you for that. Miss Frida, good morning. Good morning. Yep, take the moment that you need. Regroup. Catch your breath. Tracy, good morning. Get back in there. Wow. All right, so y'all, let's type in God turned it in my favor. Chapter 43. Actually, should be chapter 44. Put Genesis 44, because we're going to get into 44. God turned it in my favor, chapter 44. Jesus, this is it. I love this. I love this. God turned it in my favor. So I'm going to start on verse 32, chapter 43. That's right. Thank you for tagging. Thank you for sharing. God turned the accident in your favor, George. Lavelle, good morning. God turned that accident in your favor. He turned it. He turned it. Wow, that's so good. 32 says, after Joseph ordered the food to come out, the waiter served Joseph at his own table, and his brothers served at a separate table. Here comes Joseph again. I'm telling y'all, Faith Kennedy, good morning to you. Deaconess in training. I'm sorry. So you finished your training, or are you in training? Faith, are you in training or you finished your training? Because you probably haven't been ordained yet. So let me say deaconess in training, Faith Kennedy. Joseph, good morning, Troy. Joseph is still separating himself. Help me, God. Joseph is still going through playing this game with his brothers. Because for me, that's what it sounds like. I'm sorry, I'm just reading the way I feel it right now. In training. What will it take, Stephanie? Joseph is still playing this game with his brothers. No way anybody can tell me he doesn't have the time, he doesn't have the opportunity right now to reveal himself. Good morning, Julian. But he still, so what he does, he separates himself. I'm going to help somebody. People will always know when you're in your feelings when you do things like that. Somebody say, preach, Pastor. They will always know that you're in your feelings when you start separating yourself. I'm on verse 32, Miss Frida. Good morning, Anisha. Joseph literally, why are you bringing people in to eat with you, but you separate yourself from them? I know what we're going to say is the custom, but Joseph now has invited them in only to separate himself. Wow. You have to get beyond, listen to me, somebody. You have to get beyond that type of behavior. Maturity, I think Joseph is still going through this because those triggers are still happening. So here comes the other trigger that happened, right? I'm showing you what's going on, but I'm also listening to y'all. I'm showing you what's going on, but I'm also trying to help you understand why Joseph is doing what he's doing. Joseph has had yet another trigger. So this is how you begin to understand why people do what they do. See, for me, what I'm learning here and what I'm learning as a pastor, I'm learning to understand why people do what they are doing. I'm not doing it to get on them. I'm not trying to figure them out or try to get on them. I'm trying to make sure I understand why they are doing what they are doing. Okay, so this is what God shows me. Joseph, look at this, has another trigger. He sees his brother Benjamin. Yet another trigger that he is having to go through with his brothers. So when the triggers happen, Angel, good morning, good God Almighty. When the triggers happen, Joseph turns back into the old Joseph. So don't learn people to get on them, learn them to be able to know how to treat them. When triggers happen, when you see someone being triggered, you have to understand you have to treat them differently. I'm teaching y'all today. I'm trying to help you understand how to manage a relationship that goes unmanageable. Pastor, stop. Okay, please stop. Just stop, Pastor. I'm teaching you, Troy Edwards, how to manage a relationship that now goes unmanageable. Valicia, good morning. Here comes the trigger. The trigger happened. It's done. It's there. Now you know why Joseph is doing what he's doing. But you know what we do? You know what we do? We match a trigger with another trigger. Okay, no, I'm sorry. Help me, God. We match behaviors. Kristen Bryant, am I preaching in here? What we do is we match behavior. You do that? Okay, well, I'm going to do that. Oh, come on, somebody. Please help me in here. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. That's it, Anisha. You're going to have to be part of the healing. This is what we do, Stephanie. Okay, since you're doing that, I'm going to do that. I'm going to even make the triggers even more. You have to understand. Listen to me, Sharon. You have to understand how to manage persons that are still hurt. I'm about to throw these keys. I'm about to throw something. When persons are still going through a healing, when persons are still hurting, we can't match their behavior when a trigger happens. It takes a mature person to kneel. It takes a person, listen to me. It takes a person that's really in tune. You know what, Anisha? You know what I'm finding out? This is something we're going to have to teach. You know what I'm finding out? You know why people really cannot really cannot help a person do their healing process? Because they really are not in tune with their own feelings, nor are they in tune with Lord have mercy. They are not in tune with their own feelings. And because they have not managed their hurting season or the hurt they're dealing with, it's impossible to help someone else get through their healing. How can I help you get through yours and I haven't even dealt with mine? Lord, listen to me. Listen to me. How am I going to help you with yours and I'm not even trying to work on mine? Emotional maturity requires that you be in tune with your feelings. What does that mean? You're going to feel. You have to ask yourself, why am I feeling like this? I told y'all this a long time ago. Remember that Bible study, that Bible plan. What's her name? Chanel Murphy. Remember that unoffendable heart. There you go, Stephanie. When you get irritated, Anisha, this Bible plan set me so straight. It convicted me. Listen to me. This, Anisha, it saved so much time for me. It answered so many questions. When we get irritated with something, we talked about this. Everybody remember this. I had to bring it back up. When we get irritated with something or with someone does, you have to ask the question, why am I so irritated? It's not, and because you're asking the question, it's not about them. It's about why are you getting irritated about what something they did? Because it happened long before they did it. Pastor, my God. I was looking at people and I was irritated at some of their behavior. And then I had to ask the question, man, why are you irritated at them? They are them. Just because they're not doing it the way you want them to do it, why is it irritating you? It dealt with a lot of my selfish ways. It dealt with a lot. It exposed so many of my selfish ways. Dr. Hall, good morning to you. Why am I? That question, when I tell y'all that thing arrested me, why am I so irritated? What is going on with you that you got to have it your way all? Because when you're irritated at someone, that means you want it your way. What? So here comes Joseph again. Joseph is eating at a separate table. The Egyptians who ate with Joseph sat at their own table because Egyptians despised Jews and refused to eat with them. So the custom, Joseph was operating in the custom, right? Egyptians didn't like Hebrews, so the Egyptians ate separately. But you got to know, Joseph wasn't an Egyptian. Joseph wasn't an Egyptian. Joseph was a Hebrew. So here comes. Joseph told each of his brothers to sit, and to their amazement, he seated them according to the age from oldest to youngest. I'm telling y'all, this we're gonna go into a place that y'all were not expecting us to go in today. I'm just warning y'all right now. So just get ready because we're going there. Joseph seated them according to their age because, of course, he knew them. To their amazement, Joseph literally knew about them, but they didn't know about him. Okay, let's go. Don't, Stephanie, stop. See, you're going too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. Okay, you're doing too much. He was seating them according to their age because he knew them, but they didn't know him. Okay, I'm gonna help you, somebody. I'm helping somebody. People, listen to me, really think they know you in Anisha, but they really don't know you. Patricia Barker, good morning. Okay. They think they know who you are, but they really have no idea of who you are. Lord, somebody help me in here. Somebody come grab this microphone this morning. I'm telling you, Chanel, they really think they know who you are, but they have no idea of what's going on inside of you. They have no idea the plan God set up for you. They have no idea where God is leading you. That you know them, but they have no idea who you are. They think they know who you are, but they don't know you. They don't know where God is taking you. They don't know the vision he just showed you. And it's not for them to know. But you got to understand this, Denise Mason, Lisa Hyde, listen to this. But you have to understand this. People, listen to me, because of their humanness, and they haven't tapped into the spirit realm, can only treat you based on their level of. They can only treat you by what they know about you. So you can't expect them to do more with you when they only know a little about you. It's been over 20 years since they've seen this man. Don't get upset with them when they don't get upset with them when they treat you a way in which they can't listen to me, where in which they cannot literally see who you really are because they lack the emotional, they lack the spiritual maturity, they lack the capacity to be able to understand what God is really doing in your life. They can't. Tracy Baker, how can you expect them to treat you the way God the way God has set you up when they haven't even tapped into God at that level? It's the humanness of people. Unfortunately, Crystal, they have not, Kevin, tapped in to what God is doing in your life. Yet we're frustrated at them by the way they treat us. Why are you frustrated at them by the way they treat you when they cannot even tap into what God is doing in themselves? Okay. You know what? Thank you for the revelation, God. Thank you for the revelation. People only going to treat you the way they treating themselves. God help me. I'm preaching better than y'all shouting. The way they are treating you is a reflection of how they think about them. Okay, I just ran out the building. I'm closing it down, Chanel. I'm closing it down. I'm telling y'all right now, people are treating you the way they think about themselves. Lord have mercy. I have to look at I'm getting super sensitive of how I treat people. If they're hurting, they're gonna hurt you. If they're healed or healing, they're gonna help heal you. If they're loving, they're gonna love on you. If they're compassionate, they're going to have compassion on you. I'm telling you, people treat you how they think of them. When people start yelling, screaming, fussing, cussing you out, doing all those things, that's really what's going on inside of them about themselves. And God help them if they in a delusional season. It's over. So here we go, y'all. Let's keep going. And Joseph filled their plates with food from his own table, giving Benjamin 5 times as much as he gave the others. So they feasted and drank freely with him. So please help me understand. I need somebody to help me justify. You can't justify it. Why are you giving Benjamin more? I understand. You have to understand, right? Benjamin is not the one. Okay. Benjamin is not the one that did what he did to get him there. But this is the revelation. Melissa, this is the revelation. Joseph is at the point, and this is what somebody's going to get. Everybody on this line, not even breaking the cycles, Anisha. Anisha preaching already. Joseph is just continuing, Karen Carter, the same cycle his father did, showing favoritism. He didn't turn his back on him. Benjamin didn't do it. But look at what Joseph is doing, Kevin. Joseph is continuing the same cycle his father did. His father showed favoritism, so now he's doing the same. It's dangerous. Ain't no preacher favored, ain't no minister favored. Ain't no man or woman of God's favorite. I'm telling you, he's treating us according to your faith. You want to please him? Operate in faith. Somebody typing in, thank you, Dana. Somebody typing in, time to break the cycle. Everybody typing in, time to break the cycle. You got to break that cycle. Every one of us has a cycle that we need to break. It's time to break that cycle. It's time to break the cycle of living in fear. It's time to break the cycle of making decisions based on delusions. It's time to break the cycle of favoritism. It's time to break the cycle of living with low self-esteem and not operating in your fullness. It's time to break the cycle. So he gives Benjamin 5 times as much as he gave the others. Now, this is going to, hey, Tevin, this is going to really mess you up, right? The sad thing is, at this very moment, y'all need, and I think the revelation is going to come on Joseph. We know the revelation is going to come on Joseph, but you got to realize something. Dennis, look at the revelation. The revelation is, if his brothers would not have done that to him, he would not be where he is right now. So why would you not want to celebrate the people that put you in the place you in? Dennis, I'm telling you, this thing is crazy. Tracy, you better get to your job quickly, because I'm telling you, in the next 5 minutes, you're not going to make it to work today. I'm telling you right now, he should be celebrating the fact, because if it had not been for him, he'd be home literally starving, literally going through a famine like the... Quanda, if it had not been for those brothers, because Arnisha, you just said it, his mind is still in the pit. Lord, help us in here. Lord, help us in here. Thank you, God. When your mind is stuck in that moment, you are unable, Lord have mercy, you are unable to see the fullness of the revelation. At this very moment, George, his mind is still stuck in that pit. He's stuck. Some of us, unfortunately, we are living a blessed life, but every so often that moment overtakes us. And we get stuck. The hurt stucks us. The betrayal keeps us stuck. The backbiting keeps us stuck. The bitter moment, all of those moments keep the loss of someone. Okay, I'm talking to somebody. Tori Darden, I'm talking to someone. You lost loved ones. And the moment, listen, y'all seen it. The moment that someone comes up in your mind, I'm here to tell you, you'll get stuck. But I'm so grateful that you're able to get yourself moving. But some persons literally get in those moments, and it takes months, it takes years for them to get out of a moment that was literally, somebody talk to me, just a moment. Tamika Simmons, it tries to keep us in that pit. He's in a palace. Look at this, Arnisha. He's in a palace, but still stuck in the pit. Some of y'all like that right now. Lord have mercy. God is blessing you tremendously. But every so often, you go back to those moments that they hurt you. And you get stuck. And you start doing these things, showing favoritism. There's you can, oh, help me, God. It was just, listen to me, Annie, Lillian, listen to me. We have the propensity, and we are stuck in a behavior of making moments monuments. What are you talking about? A monument is an unmovable object. It is designed not to move. Monuments are stuck in place. They have been designed, they have been built by material that can withstand storms. I want you to look at, we live near Washington, D.C. Some of us are in DC right now. We live near Washington, D.C. I want you to look at all of those monuments. Those monuments have been around for centuries, some of them centuries, and they haven't moved. They haven't moved. Monuments are designed not to move. Moments are just that, a moment. But if you're not careful, you're going to allow that one moment to become a monument. I need someone to break the cycle today. You got to discover that cycle, and you got to find out what that moment is and break it. Because that moment is controlling, Valicia, that moment is controlling your entire life. That bad moment is controlling your entire life. Good morning, Brother Thomas. How do I break it? To Neil, great question. When you discover what that moment is, tell yourself that it's just a moment. God guide and go back to your discipleship training. You are assured of victory. No temptation that sees you. Go to your discipleship training. You have assurance of guidance that when you trust in him and lean not on your own understanding, he's going to guide you. He's going to navigate you through that terrain. Tania, with a major question. That's what your discipleship training was for. That's what your discipleship training was for. It's to assure you of victory. It's to assure you that God is going to guide you. And everybody on this live right now, if you are not in discipleship, the new discipleship class is going to be on a Thursday night. You need to do whatever you need to do. You need to change your schedule. You need to flip your job schedule. You need to be in that class Thursday at 7 o'clock. It's going to be the Thursday, I believe it's the 10th or the 9th. Whatever day it is, I'll let you know. You need to start making preparations for it now. The answer to your problem, the solution to your problem, Tennille, is discipleship. The solution to your problem is discipleship. It's going to start. The new class is going to be on September the 12th. Alyssa Bishop, bless you. The solution to your problem from getting through these moments that are just that, moments, is discipleship. I don't have any other answers. I don't have no concoction I can put together. I don't have a prayer that you can pray. I'm sorry, I don't have that. I'm not going to even lie to you and tell you this one prayer is going to get you through. It's a life of discipleship. Verse 40, all right, y'all, we in chapter 44. Do you know what book we'll be using yet, Pastor? Yes, I do know your book, Denise. I'm going to send that link out for all the new, for all the individuals that are in discipleship. Your books will be, link will be sent to you. September 12th is when that new class is going to start. All right, y'all, we're in chapter 44. God turned it in my favor. And I'm praying that everybody on this live right now, I'm telling you, there are so many people testifying about discipleship. You don't have to be a member of this church. I'm not going to try to make you no member of this church. And they will tell you there are a whole bunch of people on this live right now that are part of the discipleship class that are not part of this church. I ain't trying to steal no members. I don't want nobody else's members. I only want people that want to be with us. That's it. But I want to help the kingdom expand. I want to help the kingdom grow. So guess what? If I can help you become a better disciple for your pastor, the kingdom is growing. All right. When his brothers, look at this, y'all. Oh, this is good. When his brothers were ready to leave, here come Joseph again, y'all. Sharnice let you know. Sharnice, she just said amen. Sharnice is a member of another church, but in our discipleship class, growing. She even said it out of her mouth. She even said it. It's going to help me become a better member. I can participate more in church. I can do things more now in church. I know God is calling me to do more in church. Patricia as well. Stephanie as well. Tara as well. Angel as well. Dante as well. So here comes Joseph and his way of thinking. When his brothers were ready to leave, Joseph gave these instructions to his palace manager. Fill each of their sacks with as much grain as they can carry and put each man's money back into his sack. God help us when we start this discipleship ministry in Tanzania and Kenya and Uganda. It's over. In India, it's over. It's pretty much over. So Joseph now is telling them, is preparing them to receive more than what they should get, and yet again is giving their money back to them. So yes, Tamika, unfortunately, the new class is only going to be on Thursday, but I might start another Saturday class as well because I got some discipleship students that's going to be discipleship facilitators, and I'm probably going to have a class on Saturday as well. So just be ready. If you want to join it, just let me know what day you have available, and we'll figure it out. We'll make it. I have enough trained disciples. I'm waiting for my trained disciples to share. I have enough trained disciples to run a class. Good morning, Deaconess. I have enough trained disciples to run a class. So if you got a day you need to have it, we'll make it work. I have enough trained ones that are confident in their teaching, confident in their. I have enough of them that are willing to go the extra mile to do whatever it takes to make sure we got discipleship going 7 days a week if need be. It ain't got to always be me. Come on, somebody. Please understand that. Tracy, send. We'll get in touch with you, Tracy. I know how to get in touch with you. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. All right. So here goes. He's telling them to fill their sacks with as much grain as they carry and put each man's money back. Oh God, here comes the blessing again. Here comes the blessing again. But I'm toiling with Joseph's treatment of his brothers right now. I'm trying to keep Joseph lifted, but he's confusing me right now. He's confusing me. Okay. He's gonna literally, because I know what he's getting ready to do. So he's literally giving them the food. They didn't ate, and now he's about to send them off, and he's gonna let them go. He's gonna put their money back. Then he's going to put his personal silver cup at the top of his youngest brother's sack, along with the money for his grain. So the manager did as Joseph instructed them. Joseph, you got to help me with this. I'm serious. I'm sorry. Joseph, you got to help me with this. You got to help me. Okay. Because Joseph is blessing his brothers, so it looks like, okay, he's blessing his brothers. He's setting them up to be blessed. But you all know, if y'all read this story, what's going to happen. He's setting them up to be blessed. So you think. Y'all, I don't want to confuse people in here. I don't want to confuse y'all, but I'm here to tell y'all, listen, Joseph, unfortunately, is still not over it. And unfortunately, y'all, listen to me. I'm talking to somebody really good on here. I'm talking to somebody really good. I'm hoping somebody really gets this. I'm hoping y'all really get this. I'm hoping y'all really get this. Unfortunately, you're going to have, thank you, Holy Ghost. Thank you, Holy Ghost, for the revelation. You're going to have to give people time to get through what they're trying to get through. Daniil said he has some undiagnosed mental issues. You have to give people time to get through what they're going through. Lord, Miss Jackie said, I'm training my replacement. This Jackie is off the chain. Okay, she's loose. She's off the chain. Unfortunately, for many of us, we are going to have to give people time to get through what they're going through. Joseph is going through some mental warfare right now. That's what he's dealing with. And unfortunately, his brothers are reaping it. Same type of trickery his father did, Joseph is doing. You know what? That's right, Lillian. It takes time. Everybody not going to listen. Everybody ain't going to do it as fast as you did it. Help me, y'all. Everybody's not going to be able to do it as fast as you did it. Everybody ain't going to be able to get over it like you tell them. You just need to get over it. You just can't get over certain things. Joseph was hurt mentally. He was hurt emotionally. And he was hurt physically. You have to almost think, we never brought this up, did we? We never brought this up, Lillian. Joseph may at some point started doubting if God was really going to bless him. Anisha, okay, I'm going to need you to, I'm really going to need you to get off the line. All right. Anisha, come back tomorrow. Your time here is up. Okay. Your time here is up, because I got a feeling that you're going to send me a bill soon, and I'm not going to be able to afford to pay this bill. So I need you to come back. I need you to really leave. You can't cause the pain and dictate the healing. Good God. This is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. All right, y'all. Daniil's gonna be blocked soon. I'm very serious. I'm very serious. She's going to be blocked soon. Because she's literally hijacked in this live today. You do not have the right to dictate how long it takes for me to get healed. That just arrested this whole live. Crazy. What are you saying? You have to give people time to manage their emotions. There's so many things happening in Joseph right now. He's still human. He's still human. He's still a man. He still has to deal with his emotions. Oh, you saying no charge now, but she'll try somehow send me a bill. I can feel it. I got a discerning spirit. When you see all of that, can you imagine the 20 years? The 20 years that he had to think about it, the life in the pit, the life in Potiphar's house, the life in jail, all of that time he had to be going through his mind how he was going to get back at his brothers. So you're going to have to give them time. We had to respect Joseph's. Listen to me. This is now as much as I've gotten on you, and I'm getting on them because I'm trying to help you through your healing. We had to respect the fact that Joseph literally is trying to manage a moment. Lord have mercy. He's trying to manage a moment that he didn't put himself in. You didn't ask to go through what you went. I'm preaching to somebody right now. You didn't ask to go through what you went through. You didn't ask to be betrayed. You didn't ask to be thrown into a pit. You didn't ask to be done, all those things to be done against you. You didn't ask for that. But unfortunately, you got to maneuver and manage through it. You didn't ask to get sick, Tennille. You didn't ask for the things to happen to you with your marriage. You didn't ask for that. But you still got to go through it. And the people in your space, somebody talk to me, and the people in your space have to give you time to get through it. So they put the money back. He puts the money back. The brothers were up at dawn and were sent on their journey with their loaded donkeys. Remember, it's almost like a 2-day journey. Okay. But when they had, coming on chapter, I'm on verse 3, verse 4. When they had gone only a short distance and were barely out of the city, Joseph said to his palace manager, chase after them and stop them. When you catch up with them, ask them, why would you have repaid my kindness with evil? Not responding to Anisha's statements any longer. write your ending. Stephanie's like, I love Stephanie. I love Stephanie's voice. Stephanie said, too many games being played. Too many games being played. Joseph now, again, because he now has, I told y'all, this is the dangerous part. This is the dangerous part, Lavelle. This is the dangerous part. You know what's dangerous? A person that is scorned with power. You know, that's why you got to be very careful when you give someone a title that still hurt. Oh my God. Oh my God. You have to be very careful when you anoint someone that's still not healed. The worst combination you could ever conjure up right now in this season is a person that has money, has power, and a title, and is still hurt. They are dangerous. Joseph had money. He lived in a palace. He had the power. He had the title. But when he saw his brothers, it was a trigger and he was still hurt. Julian, they are liable to do anything and justify it. Dangerous. Their brothers are literally being controlled. Oh my Lord, help me in here, God. Their brothers are being controlled by a hurt person. Lord, help us. I need some help on this one. You living with or working with, and they are in control of your life and they still hurt. A hurt person being controlled, being in control of your life will turn you in so many different directions. Listen to this. This Joseph is showing it. Oh my, Anisha, don't you say a thing. Don't you say a thing. Because if Joseph is not showing us these bipolar tendencies, let me show you what they look like. One day they praising you. The next day they hating on you. They cussing you out. One day they doing whatever they can to help you. The next day they leaving you. They stomping on you for day. I'm telling you, one day you don't know which side of the bed they're going to wake up on. You don't know who they're going to be. You got to walk on glass around them because you don't know what is going to come out of their mouth. I'm here to tell you, they're dangerous. One day they the victim, next day they celebrating God. They're dangerous. If this is what Joseph is showing us. I don't know what anybody. I don't know why we haven't seen this before, Lavelle. I don't know why we haven't seen this before. Why haven't we seen this? Why haven't we been talking about this? We have been, look at this, Dennis even had the comment. We have been putting Joseph on a pedestal and we haven't dealt with his dysfunctions. He is not that, oh my God. We have not dealt with his dysfunction. And when you leave dysfunction, when you allow dysfunction to function long enough, dysfunction will become normal. When you decide to not address dysfunction and continue to allow it to function, the dysfunction will become normal. Joseph is taking his brothers through it. I gotta, in his mind, I have to get them back. In his mind, I have to make sure they feel what I felt. Calling it genetic when it's not, it's generational dysfunction. I gotta get them back. Tracy, they right in my grasp. They right here. So everything I can do to get back at them, I'm doing it. Dysfunctional. I'm going to feed them and I'm going to hurt them. That's dysfunctional. Y'all better run. I'm going to feed them, but I'm going to hurt them. That's dysfunctional. I'm going to play all these mind. Okay, I'm sorry, Tien. I'm going to play all these mind games. I'm going to make them feel love, but then I'm going to hurt them in the next. Crystal, you've been in church. Crystal, you've been in church for a long time. My mother's on this line. We've been in church for a long time. We've been in church for, I ain't never heard this talked about with Joseph. We've been in church for a long time. I ain't never heard this about Joseph. Joseph was having some issues. He's playing mind games. Well, listen to me. And so here we go. Now, let me help y'all understand this. Y'all still got to go back. I still got to go back this. We still got to go back to this. Okay, we still got to go back to this. You on YouTube? You'll watch. We got to go back to this. They still have family home starving. They still, George, they still have family home starving. But he's playing all these games because of what he went through. There's always going to be collateral damage when you operate from a hurt place, not a healed place. Somebody is going to receive, somebody's going to be hurt, somebody's going to be cut, somebody's going to be bleeding because you living from a hurt place, not from a healed place. Joseph was making all of these decisions from a hurt place. Look at this, y'all. Y'all on it today. Y'all on it today. I'm blaming Anisha for this, because y'all on fire. Look at this. Why have you repaid my kindness with evil? Verse 5. Why have you stolen my master's silver cup, which is used to predict the future? What a wicked thing you have done. When the palace manager caught up with the men, he spoke to them as he had been instructed. So he spoke. The palace managers are only doing what they been told to do. Now Joseph, look at this, y'all. Y'all stop. Okay, I can't do this. Now Joseph is involving other people in his dysfunction. Now he's recruiting people to execute his dysfunctional plan. You never seen that before? You never seen that before? That's right, Monique. His eyes is not on the mission anymore. You never seen that before? People operating in dysfunction and recruit other people to help live out their dysfunction. You're welcome. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get other people to do what I'm not going to do. So let's keep going. So the brothers are like, verse 7, what are you talking about? The brothers responded, we are your servants and would never do such a thing. Didn't we return the money we found in our sacks? We brought it all back all the way from the land of Canaan. Why would we steal silver or gold from your master's house? If you find his cup with any of us, let that man die, and all the rest of us, my lord, will be your slaves. That's a way to escape accountability, by recruiting others. So now the brothers are bewildered, confused. So you never had a conversation with a person that's literally talking out the side of their neck and you trying to figure out what they're talking about? Confused, dazed, not knowing what to do or what to say. And then we didn't even talk about this. Joseph literally set them up. Dysfunctional behavior, Anisha, dysfunctional behavior will have you do things out of character. This was not the kind of person Joseph was. That's not the same Joseph that went to Pharaoh. That's not the same Joseph that went to Pharaoh, because the Joseph that went to Pharaoh was literally communicating with God. You don't see Joseph talking to God anywhere in this text. That's not the same Joseph. Joseph is doing this on his own. He's setting up his brothers to feel what he felt. That's a dangerous person, Melissa. Bewildered, confused, all over the place, hurt, all of that, and has power and money. That's not the same Joseph. That's not the Joseph that was cleaning Potiphar's house. That's not the Joseph that sat next to the men that was in prison, that didn't know how to understand their dream, and he helped interpret their dream through the help of God. That's not the same Joseph that was sitting in Pharaoh's court, literally helping him to deal with his dream and save the entire country and save the entire region. That's not the same Joseph. Joseph was literally living out of his feelings. And this is a challenge for everybody. Your feelings will get you in trouble all the time. If you do not know how to manage and get control of what your feelings are trying to tell you or get you to do, you will be in a place you have no business being. His feelings was Joseph's feelings have been controlling him since chapter 42. We in chapter 44. Joseph's feelings have been controlling him since chapter 42. We already in chapter 44. It still has control over him. What is controlling you? Help me hear God. I'm not talking about you dropping all these knowledge and wisdom on this live. I'm talking about when you get off. What's controlling you? What feeling is constantly guiding you? Good morning, Shayna. What feeling is constantly controlling your movement or controlling your tongue? Because something's controlling you. Something is guiding you. Something is controlling your tongue. Since chapter 42, Joseph has been controlled by his feelings. That's why you up one day, down the next. That's why you excited about God, and next thing you don't even want to come to church. That's why you so grateful for what God was doing, and then you cussing him out because you asking him, how can you live? How you allow me to go through this? That's why you all over the place. You want to be in church, you want to serve, then you want to go back out, you want to hang out with your family, you want to hang out with friends. I mean, you want to hang, you want to do this, you want to go back to partying, you want to go through all that. That's just why because you got your feelings controlling you. You in a never-ending roller coaster, Donna. Some point, I'm talking to everybody, at some point, you're going to have to say, I'm getting off of this ride. And this, at some point, you're going to say, I'm getting off of this ride. This is too much. I've been on this ride long enough. My tour on this ride, my season on this ride is over. Too much up, too much down, too much going all over, too much this way, that way. I'm yelling, I'm screaming, I'm excited, I'm happy, and then I'm crying. Some point you're going to declare this is over. I'm done with this. That's it. Monique said the end has come. I'm done. That's it. Somebody else want to take my seat? You can have my seat. I'm out of here. I'm out. Somebody say, I'm too old for this. Somebody, Gary, help me preach in here. Somebody, Gary, help me preach. I'm too old for this. Somebody better type that in. I'm too old for this. I'm too old. I'm too old for going through all this. I can't wake up another morning happy and then the next morning, I don't even know what I'm going to do. I don't even want to come to work. That's a problem. Joseph set his brothers up. And the brothers was like, I don't know what you're talking about. The brothers had no idea. The brothers had no idea that his other brothers set him up. Man. It's real bad. It's hard, man, when your own family set you up. Lord, I ain't even go through that part. Jesus. It's a hurt feeling when you find out your own family set you up. When your own family sits you down, feed you, and then set you up in the very same breath. So they said that with confidence. They spoke with confidence. That's fair, the man replied, but only the ones who stole the cup will be my slave. The rest of you may go free. The emotional turmoil that's about to happen with these brothers is unexplainable. These brothers are literally are catching it. And they get ready to go through a season that they wouldn't wish on no one. See, I also think we got to wrestle with this part because, I believe what Joseph is trying to do, but God is actually going to get it. What Joseph is trying to do to them is not only take them what he went through, but he's also trying to get an apology out of them. He's trying to pull out of them what he needs. And they don't have the maturity nor the capacity to be able to give Joseph what he needs. And I'm talking to somebody on here, and we can ready to close out in another 5 minutes. We can ready to close out in another 5. You are trying to get something out of someone that does not have the capacity to give you what you want. You want them to be a certain person, but they never been that way. They never been built that way. But you want it out of them. Anisha, you're gonna, then if they listen to this is great. You're gonna have them, you're gonna tell them what you really need when they never been that type of person when you met them. They never been that person before. They never been that person before. Because now that's what you need. They have to morph into that. I'm done, y'all. expectations, even when you see, the thing is, a person can be honest and say, listen, I'm just not built like that. And if I try to do it, it's not going to be me. All right. I hope this is a good analogy. If it's not a good analogy, just say it, Pastor. It's not. Change it. Don't do it. All right. If it's not a good analogy, just don't say it's not. If you go into the relationship, you're married, you're living together. You're married, so I don't do living together stuff. So I'll never use that analogy. You're married. The person you married, it could be wife or the husband, never cooked. Never. You went into the relationship, they never cooked. Ever. Ever. But as the years go on, you're getting frustrated because now you want them to. And when you communicate, that's what you want, but that's not what they are able to do. I'm talking to somebody in here. You want a meal from someone that, one thing, don't know how to and don't want to. You want a meal from someone that don't know how to and don't want to? You changing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to go there. Unless I told you to stop with this foolishness. I told y'all it was going to be one of those days today. I told y'all it was going to be one of them days today. Listen, y'all, convocation starts today at 12. I pray all of y'all can come on in, y'all. I know some of you expectation not able to do the registration fee, but the ones that did, we really appreciate it. But we still want y'all in here. The registration fee gets access to a packet and to lunch. But if you can't, just come on in. We want to make sure that everybody receive this word at the same time and we grow together. We'll grow together. 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Get on in here. 7 p.m. Everybody that came to the Fresh Encounter, that comes to the Fresh Encounter, I need to see y'all in here so we can set this place on fire. If you haven't registered still, if the services are open to everybody. Yes, it'll be live. Last thing, no job before marriage. Your child after. Oh my God. Stop, Anisha. Just stop. Come on, everybody that part of Fresh Encounter. We're going to set the atmosphere for this holy convocation. Get into this building. Get into this building. Do not hesitate. Do not. We're going to set this place on fire. They ain't going to know what hit them. So I know I'm grateful for everyone here today. I'll see y'all this afternoon. Lillian, you have a great day. Terry, you have a great day. I should be seeing Terry in a few minutes. Annie, have a great day. Miss Annie, you have a great day. Chanel, have a great day. Jessica, you have a great day too. Miss Frida, you have a great day. Dana, Monique, have a great day. I should be seeing you too with Kevin's seafood salad. Thank you for helping him out with that. Melissa, have a great day. Dante, you be blessed as well. Patricia, TN, I don't know what just hit me now. So I am now, today is going to knock me off my feet. Nissa, have a great day. Should be seeing you later today as well. Tennille, peace to you as well. Juanette, have a great day. Crystal, again, you have a great day. Even if you haven't, love for you to register, but if you have not, I don't care. Just get here. Please, we want to make sure that we set this praise team. They rehearsed the whole night last night. We had a full praise team tonight. I mean, the full one. Everybody's going to be in place tonight. Charnette, you have a great, amazing day as well. Get in this building today. You do not want to watch this on live if you don't have to. I'm telling you. You just don't want to. Bishop Watts will be here tonight at 7. Chief Apostle will be here today at 12. We have a great lunch set up for everybody at 12 o'clock. We have a great lunch set up for everybody at 12 o'clock today. What a day it's going to be. What a day. Have a great day. Jessica, you have a great day. Miss Frida, Miss Robin, have a great day. Yeah, this was one for the books. I told you, we are not finished. This is just chapter 44. It's 50 chapters. 50 chapters. It's 6 more chapters left before we even get to the end of Joseph and get into and it is not, listen, y'all, we might be in this one because Joseph is just taking us out. Michael, you have a great day. Thomas, time to function through the dysfunction. Hey, Thomas, that'll work. Tracy, listen, Tracy Baker, you just tapped in. You just scratched the surface of this thing. You just scratched the surface. You know, and as we close out, y'all, listen, I'm just reminded, I had a conversation with someone yesterday. Don't, Tiffany, you have a great day too. Don't live your life without being pastored. Don't live your life without being pastored. You need to have someone pastoring you. You need to be in a place that you feel safe and that you feel like you're going to get loved back to life and that you're going to get poured into. And that's what we're doing here. If you are not a member of a church, you need to find one. And we would love to be able to be that ministry. Marjorie, thank you. You're welcome. I'm still sitting. Get yourself up and go to work. Look, you better go to work. Tori, thank you so much. Being pastored makes a difference. And that's what my charge is for anyone that's not being. Abu, you have a great day too. Being pastored by being poured into daily. The one thing, Anisha, we'll keep you in prayer. Milton Havens. Okay, we'll keep Milton in prayer. Yeah, we know about Milton. Thank you so much. We'll keep Milton in prayer. The one thing I've learned and I'm learning that you cannot, I cannot do ministry or pastor effectively. I'm just talking about me. Edward Kelly, good morning to you. I'm just talking about me. I'm not talking about nobody else's pastor. I love every pastor. Any pastor that's pastoring, I love them all because it's not easy. But what he's doing for me is telling me I got to minister to a congregation every day. I have to. That's what he poured into me. So as persons are being healed, people are being set free, people are being challenged, people are learning. Dennis, you have a great day as well. They are growing. My job is to present to you perfect before him. That's it. I'm not called to do anything else. So listen, don't allow yourself to go around not being pastored, not being positioned, amen, in a way that God can truly use y'all. God bless you. I'll see y'all tonight. Have a great day. See y'all today, this afternoon and tonight. Have a great day.